how many of you would consider something like this for themselves? Just consider it. Okay. Is there anyone who wouldn't besides Carol? Okay. Are any of you considering it not for themselves, but for someone that they care about, a parent or someone else? Okay, a few. The question that I asked to the people who are the primary people, not the ones that are buying it for someone else, but the other people, would you have objections in general if your family members had access to some or all of the information that's being collected by this? And which information would you be uncomfortable with?
I think they should know all the information.
I would be fine with everything if it were me.
Could you pick your family members who you want to?
Absolutely. You would select.
That's your power of attorney.
The reason that I asked this is one of the features that we wanted to enable in this is that at the time that you sign up, you would fill out a questionnaire that would ask about your medications. It would ask about a lot of the things that we need to know in order to do all the things that we were just discussing. But one of them would be, who do you want this information to be made available to? For example, if there's an incident that doesn't rise to the level of requiring us to call an EMS, who should we call? Is there a family member we should call? Should that person know where you are? Should that person proactively, without an incident, be able to say, gee whiz, where is grandma, where is grandpa? So there's a whole bunch of those freedom of information questions that over time we're going to have to get answered. The last part of this little discussion, I appreciate the time, it went a lot longer than I thought, is a questionnaire. And Alyssa,
Where are you?
can you do me a favor? Can you hand these out? I'm going to go through these with you because they're a little complicated, and we're going to try to do it together.
I'm not voting.
Yeah.
There's one feature that's important is people go to sleep. When they wake up, darkness is when they run into trouble. There should be something to activate lights in the house when you have motion from a sleeping pattern.
That's a very interesting, that would be very easy to implement too.
Yeah.
That's an excellent idea. Thank you. After you all have after you have the questionnaires, on the questionnaires you're going to see 3 columns. One column is our series of questions that I'll go through with you. The first column are answers that I'm trying to get from you, about you. And the other one is if you have interest in this, not so much for yourself, but for a parent or someone else, that would be the right-hand column. And if you're interested in it potentially for yourself and for a parent, you would fill the same question out for both. So if you're only interested in it yourself, it's the white column. If you're only interested in it for someone else, the left column would be the right column for someone else, or both. Okay, the first question is if you could just check off the age category that you're in. And question number 2 or the significant other, and your sex. The third question is, do you live alone? Do you live with a spouse or significant other? Are you in assisted living, nursing home, or other? The fourth question is there assistance to you in your house? And that could be a family member, it could be a friend or someone else. That's question number 4. Can I go on to the next one? Question 5? Question number 5 is